Welcome to my channel. Animals are a very big part of our lives. And well, they are to me. I have a dog, and I don't know what I would do without my dog. She's the best. And she goes anywhere I go. She can go into a grocery store, she can go into a hospital, she can go to a restaurant, she can go into any hotel I go to, even if they don't accept pets. She can go into an apartment. If I rent an apartment, she can go in there. Even if they have a no pet policy, she can go in there and they can't even charge me a deposit. And right now you're asking me, okay, well, how does that work? Well, it's very simple. Like I said, animals are a very important part of their lives. And you get into circumstances where you have to move out of your home, and you have to move into an apartment, and you've had your dog for I don't know how many years, maybe even 10, 15 years, and it's the only home that this dog has ever known is with you. So a lot of people end up having to try to find the dog a new home, called rehoming, which totally breaks their heart because the apartment building that they're moving into doesn't accept pets, period. This tutorial is about getting around that, getting around the red tape of that. Okay, first of all, what you need to do is you need to get a letter from your doctor, okay, stating that this is an emotional support animal and it is medically necessary for this dog to remain with you at all times. When you have that letter, that will get you into any apartment, motel, anywhere, okay? But you can go a couple steps further to ensure that your dog can go with you anywhere you want. What you need to do is, once you have that doctor's letter, you need to go and get the dog licensed at the local pound or animal control or wherever you go to get the tags for it, the rabies tags and all that stuff. And with that letter, on that tag will say medical assist dog or service animal. When you go to get your driver's license renewed, you can have it on the medical alert part of your license. You can have it say service animal, and that's all you need. There's not one motel in this whole entire country that can turn this dog away. And they can't charge you a pet deposit either. It's a federal law. Any apartment, even if they have a no pet policy, any apartment in the country cannot turn that dog away. That dog will be able to remain with you no matter where you go. You can take it on public transportation. You can take it on an airplane. You can take it into the hospital. You can take it into a restaurant. You can take it through walking through the aisles of Walmart if you want to. But it starts with that letter from your doctor. And like I said, once you get that letter from your doctor, you get it registered as a service animal, which is easy, and there's no charge. It's free. It's all free to do that. And then when you get your new license, just have them put on the license under medical alert service animal, and they will do that. They probably won't even ask you for papers. They'll do it anyway. That way, if somebody asks you for papers, you don't have to come up with all these papers. All you have to do is show your license, and it will say on the license, assist animal. And not only that, there's another little bonus to this too. If your dog or your emotional support animal, whatever that may be, ever gets sick, you can take it to a vet. And by federal law, they have to treat that animal even if you are unable to pay for the fee. You can make payments, of course, or volunteer to make payments, but they cannot turn the animal away. And I don't know how many people have taken their dogs to the vet and saying, look, my dog is sick, I don't have, $300 right now, or whatever the case may be, can I make payments? And they always say no, you have to pay up front. But when you have a medical assist dog or a service animal, they have to accept it no matter what. It's federal law, and they can't get around that. There's a lot of motels that take pets, but they charge a deposit, like a $25 non-refundable deposit. But if you have your license with you and it says it's a service animal, you don't have to pay that deposit. If you go into a motel or a hotel, like Holiday Inn Express, Hampton Inn, some of the business type hotels that you go to, Embassy Suites, the Marriotts, all those like Fairfield, Residence Inn, Courtyard, they don't take animals, period. But if you have a service animal, they have to take it, and they can't charge you anything, period. When you go into an apartment, sometimes they will allow pets, but they will make you pay like a $200, $300, $400, $500 deposit. But if you have a service animal, by federal law, they cannot make you pay that deposit. It's totally free. They cannot make you pay. You know, I've been working with animals, abused animals. I've been an advocate for animals for pretty much my whole life. And I've learned this throughout the years, where people are saddened because they have to give up their beloved pet, and they don't really want to, but they don't have a choice because the apartment they're moving to doesn't accept pets. But what I told you is a for sure way, 100% guarantee that your pet can remain with you always. And when it comes to housing, it's under the Fair Housing Act of 1968, and they cannot refuse you. It's a federal crime for them to do that. It's a federal offense. They can get in trouble for that. They can get closed down. Not only that, but it's also a civil suit. You could sue them for discrimination. Even if they say, okay, we have to take the pet, and then they decide, oh, we don't have any rooms. That goes under the Fair Housing Act as well. You have the right to, what was that? You have the right to something accommodations, but anyway, they can't do that either. All you have to do is get an attorney, and you know, one of those ambulance chaser type attorneys, and they'll go after them. They'll go after their lungs for that. And it's the kind of attorney where you don't have to pay them until they win the case, kind of thing. So it's guaranteed. So I want people to know that no matter what happens in this world, no matter your circumstances, you can always keep your pet. Let's say that you have to travel on a train, an Amtrak train or a Greyhound bus or whatever the case is. As long as you have a service animal and it's registered, you can take that animal on that train with you. And there's nothing that they can do about it. Nothing at all. So keep that in mind. And you don't keep a lot of animals out of shelters, I can tell you that right now. As long as they know this information, they can keep their animal. And it's better for the animal, it's better for them. It may not be better for the apartment complex because they don't like that dog being there. But that's really all I can say about it right now. If you have any other questions about it, just send me a message, and I'll try to clarify what I wasn't able to clarify in this video. So, peace out, guys.